Hi children, welcome back to the lesson Physical and Chemical Changes. Physical and Chemical Changes. In this we completed about physical change and as well as we are discussing about chemical changes. Now in chemical changes we discussed about different changes uh, that show a new substance burning paper, and we prepared iron sulfate solution from the copper sulfate solution, that is chemical change, and as well as we learned what is the importance of chemical change in preparation of medicines, and as well as each new thing with that we got it made up of what you call chemical change like that. And as well as we discussed about ozone layer, how do it get depleted by the chemical change. Now in this session we'll learn about rusting of iron. Already we began this rusting of iron. So here rusting of iron, it takes place by exposure of iron material to the air. Air is nothing but oxygen, that too in presence of water vapor or moisture. In presence of water, the iron material, it reacts with oxygen and it forms iron oxide. It forms iron oxide. Okay now. So this is what we called, or otherwise iron oxide. So this is what we called rust. Iron oxide is called as rust. It forms a flake on the iron material. So simply it eats the iron material. The iron material get corrode and it become useless. So what are the main things it requires? Presence of oxygen and as well as presence of water vapor or water or moisture, that we call. In presence of these two things, the material can easily get rust, so that when you keep the iron material in the dump area, then easily it gets rust. And as well as if you put it in salt water, greater the salt level, faster the rusting takes place. Means if salt level is high, then rusting also takes place in high level. So let us see how to prevent this rusting. Here why do it is getting corrosed as rust today? Because the iron material is exposing to the water and as well as oxygen. So simply by cutting off these two things to the exposure of iron, then easily we can prevent the rusting, right? So here there are some anti-rusting methods are there. We'll see how do we prevent the rusting of iron. In that very first one, by applying painting, by applying painting on the iron object. If you paint with the varnishes, then what happens? This paint is waterproof, it don't dissolve in water, immiscible, so it won't let the water or oxygen to expose or to attack on the iron rod that is present inside. So this prevents the corrosion, or we call it as rusting. We can prevent rusting. So railway coaches and bridges and as well as steel furniture and window grills, all these are painted with the color to prevent the rust. Okay. And now second method by galvanization. Second method by galvanization. What is meant by galvanization? Galvanization is nothing but coating an iron object with other metals. Coating an iron object with other metal to prevent the rust. Have seen this? So here an extra coat or cover will be applied by the galvanization process. What is that other metal? Is nothing but zinc. So the iron material is coated with the zinc. Iron material is coated with zinc. This is what we called galvanization, or otherwise copper. Just now we did copper sulfate solution. From the copper sulfate solution, the copper go and joins with the iron material, it forms a coat. It is called galvanization. What we call it is galvanization. By galvanization process, we can prevent the attack of air and water molecule onto the iron surface so that it prevents the rusting. Have you understood? So buckets, drums, dustbins and sheds of the roof, all they are made up of galvanization to prevent the corrosion. Okay na? It prevents rust now, right? And also we can prevent the rust by applying oils and grease. We can prevent the rust by applying oil and grease. We know very well. For some for some iron objects, we apply oil or grease in machinery or in sieving machine. In some places we apply oils so that it never get rust. Okay na? And next come to next method, that is coating with the chromium. Coating with chromium. When you coat the iron with chromium metal, then it won't undergo rusting. Okay na? Actually what we called it is electroplating method or chrome plating method. In this actually the chromium is applied onto the chromium coat will be spread onto the iron object. For example, I have seen the wheels of car wheels. It contain chromium plated metal structure. That is chromium plated. It never get rust proof it is. Okay. And as well as we could prepare the material with alloys of the metal. Alloys of metal. What is meant by alloys? Means different kinds of metals. If you prepare the thing with a different kind of metal, for example stainless steel, it never get rust because it is made up of different metals. It is a mixture of metals so that it never get corrode or it never get rusted. Like this, cooking utensils, knives, scissors, surgical instruments, all they are made up of stainless steel and they do not get rust. And here in your textbook they discussed about about ships. How do ships can able to sail on the water whose body is made up of iron? What happens then? So here ship's body is iron, it is made up of iron, so that always it is in contact with the salt water. Then what happens? This salt water corrodes or rusts the surface of the iron, so that every year the owner has to be change or replace the iron of the bottom of ship. Okay, so this is about ship that sails in the water. And next iron pillars at Delhi. At Delhi there is an iron pillar which is inaugurated in 1600 years ago. Okay, now this pillar, what we call Qutub Minar, it is called Qutub Minar. This Qutub Minar entirely made up of iron, and this Qutub Minar, it never get rust because our ancient scientists, they made different kind of iron or alloy. It is about 6,000 kgs, sorry, it is about 6,000 kg pillar, and it never get rust. Why? Because our scientists, they made them by using different kind of metals. So this is the great job or technology of the scientist who prepared this rust resistant pillar 1600 years ago, and it is about 7 meter in length. Okay, so like this we could discuss about the rusting and iron objects. So simply by applying paint or by applying oil and grease, or otherwise galvanization process, and as well as chromium plating technique, and preparing material with the stainless steel, and in case of ships, actually we have to coat it with color, but it won't be resist so much, so that it is better to replace with the new bottom of the ship. Why? Because the sea water can makes the iron material rust faster. Okay, so that's why every year he has to be changed. That is cost. And next, iron pillar like Qutub Minar in the Delhi, it is of 1600 year ago, and 6000 kg weight pillar it is, and it is near about 7 meter length. Still it is non-rust. It is rust resistant or rust proof. That is the greatness of our scientist. In the next session we will learn about crystallization. With that we are going to complete the physical and chemical changes. Then I am going to start with the new lesson, that is wastewater story. Very interesting lesson. That is last chapter, 18th chapter, wastewater story. We will discuss in the further classes. Thank you.